Hello, my name is Chan Lipscomb and welcome to the Panama City Real Estate News February 2012 Market Update. Today we're going to talk about the state of the single-family housing market in Panama City Beach, basically all of Bay County, Florida. I've been investing in Bay County since 1996, so this market is something that interests me greatly. And Panama City Real Estate News is simply my way of sharing my insight and knowledge on our local market to you, the general public. Whether you're a homeowner, whether you're thinking of buying a home, selling a home, or perhaps you're an investor thinking of investing money in Bay County, this information I'm giving you will let you know about the health and state and also trends in our local market. Today is March 7th, 2012, so we're going to talk about February. The numbers are in. We had, in this past month, we had 95 single-family houses sell in Bay County. That number is still pretty low for us. It's better than it was last month. We only had 79, but the number is still lower than we would like to see. We always like to see this number above 100. Of course, back in the peak of the market, that number was easily over 200 every month, but we haven't seen those numbers in quite some time. So 95 houses sold with an average selling price of $157,500. The average house that sold was on the market for 151 days, that's 5 months. It sold, when we look at the dollars per square foot, we're looking at the heated and cooled square footage of the house. The average dollars per square foot was 86, and that number again has dropped. The number has been moving around 90, 95, so we're seeing that number down a bit. And because of that, at that rate of sales, that means we have about 12 months inventory on our market. We actually have, as of today, 1,219 houses on the market in Panama City. Now, of those, 247 are new listings. That's 20% of the market is new. So we're seeing a lot of new inventory come onto the market as other houses sell off or expire or are withdrawn. Let's see here. Something that is interesting is to compare the numbers for the houses that have sold to the houses that are on the market but yet unsold. As I mentioned, we had 95 houses sell with an average selling price of $157,000. Of the houses that are on the market for sale, the average price is $283,000, much higher than the average selling price. The average house that's on the market is priced at $133 a foot, as opposed to the $86 a foot on the houses that are selling. And the average house that's on the market for sale has been on the market for 267 days, that's 9 months, as opposed to the houses that are selling, again, average number of 151. What that tells us is that there is a large number of high-priced houses that are simply not moving. The thing that is selling in today's market is 150 and below. Once you're above that, the market really slows down, and it gets slower as you go higher in numbers. So if you've got a house that's over, say, 200, it's really a tough slog right now trying to get that house sold. You really have to be aggressive on price. You really have to be priced very competitively for your price range to get those houses sold. Now, something that is interesting, since we're kind of on that subject, is that of these 95 houses that sold last month, 49 of those houses sold in less than 90 days, so they sold quickly. What that tells me is those houses were A, priced low, they were below 150, and B, they were probably priced very competitively when you would compare them to other houses that were the same size, same area, same condition. 50 of the houses that sold last month were priced below $140,000. So that's more than half of our sales was at 140 or below, which again goes back to the same thing. The lower price stuff is selling. The higher price stuff, unfortunately, just isn't. Another number that I like to keep track of is the foreclosures. See what's happening with foreclosures. In January, I don't have February numbers on this yet, but in January of 2012, we had 154 foreclosures filed at the county courthouse. If you go back to January of 2011, we only had 68. So we're seeing a large increase in the number of foreclosure filings, which is something I've been writing about for quite some time. We've talked about the shadow inventory, the fact that there's a lot of houses out there whose mortgages are in default, who have not yet been, in many cases foreclosure proceedings haven't even started, but are going to have to be foreclosed. They're going to have to run through the system and come back on the market. So these houses will at some point come back on the market. Very few of these 154 houses that foreclosures were filed on will be able to pull the foreclosure back out. Almost all of them will end up back on the market as foreclosures, many of them in not very good shape, and that will continue to depress our prices. I don't know that we're going to see prices go down any further, but I'm not expecting them to start coming back up anytime soon, because we do have so many more houses that have got to go through this foreclosure process in our market. If I can give any positive news, and it seems like all of this has been negative, but if I can give some positive news, it's that the realtors that I'm talking to are busy. We had 247 new listings this month. So the realtors have been busy out there listing houses. We also had 164 houses go pending in February. That means that 164 buyers got out there, looked at houses, made offers that were accepted, and now those houses are pending sale. Now, some of those won't work out. As a matter of fact, if you look at some past trending, close to half of those won't work out. A lot of these are short sale offers where the bank simply will not accept those numbers, and they will come back on the market. But it is encouraging to know that there are buyers out there looking. They are making offers. Sellers are accepting those offers. Is keeping the realtors busy. That sort of activity can only mean good things for our market. So we certainly hope that more of those deals will close. We hope that we're going to see our sales trends rise as this year goes on. That is about it for this month. I appreciate you watching. Please stay tuned to this blog. I do other monthly updates. I do a monthly update every month. And I often post other little things that I see happening throughout the month as things of interest come up, unemployment changes, things like that. So please subscribe to the blog, and thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks.